What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome into NYJ today. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the top 5 things that we all need to be watching in the Week 2 preseason game versus the Green Bay Packers. Let's go ahead and get after it. Before I get into the video, if I could get you all to please jet up the like button on this video. And if you're new here and you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're going to give away a signed Wayne Chrebet mini helmet on September 1st to one of our subscribers. So give yourself a shot at that prize and also support the channel at the same time. I will be live tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time for the Green Bay Packers Jets game. I'm going to be live streaming the entire time they're playing, and I'm going to be doing play-by-play announcing and live analysis and breakdown of what's going on in the game. So feel free to join me for that. If you don't have a way to watch the game, I can at least give you that, initial reaction to what I'm seeing on the game. And I look forward to hanging out with you guys. The first thing that I'm going to be looking for on Saturday night, I think it's very, very obvious considering the injury that we just incurred with Carl Lawson, who is now going to miss the entire 2021 season. Ugh, it hurts to even say it. And again, thinking about the impact that that's going to have on this team, I think it can't be understated how important it is, that we had him on the team this year. It's certainly going to hurt the defense. But now the question is who's going to step up? And there's a number of guys that we can look to. We know Bryce Huff has been bringing it, since last season. This preseason, he's balling out. I hope to see him produce and, create pressure on the quarterback again, tomorrow night. I'm also looking to Hamilka Rashid Jr., the undrafted free agent that we picked up. I think that this guy has a chance to make the roster. I mean, we really do not have a lot of depth at the edge position. And so I think it's going to be really critical that we keep an eye on him. Jabari Zuniga, hello, are you there? Wake up, dude. We need you. I don't know if he's playing. I know he had an injury in the last game. So, again, my eyes will be definitely focused on him if he is, in fact, playing. I believe Vinny Curry is also going to be out. He's still listed as injured. And so, maybe Jonathan Franklin Myers will get some reps at edge as well. And, again, that'll be another name that I will keep my eye on during the game because we need these guys to not necessarily fill Carl Lawson's shoes because I don't think that's feasible, but they need to take steps forward to make sure that this edge pass rush game really gets going. The second thing I'll be looking for tomorrow night will be the wide receiver core. I really loved what I saw out of Denzel Mims, and if you've been following the channel, I am a diehard supporter of this kid. I love his attitude. I love the way he goes about carrying himself. And what we saw on Saturday night was just a guy that was fighting for everything that he's going to get. Volunteered to play on special teams, was really, really impressive in the receiving game. And so I just want to see more of that. And I want to see, hopefully our coaching staff gives him the opportunity to play earlier in the game with Zach Wilson. I don't think he needs to get a crazy number of reps with Zach Wilson, but just show to the rest of the team that if you play hard and if you're willing, to play special teams and things like that, those things matter. And I think that just benefits the whole team if the coaching staff, shows that matters to them. So I'm hoping that Denzel Mims gets on the field. I don't know if Elijah Moore is going to play. I don't think he will. But if he does, I'll be keeping my eyes out for sure on him. I have very, very high expectations for him this season. And then again, I want to see the Corey Davis, Zach Wilson connection. They looked very sharp in the first game. I'd like to see that continue as well. Keelan Cole got a little bit in the mix in week 1 as well. Jamison Crowder, I'd like to see get some targets as well. Berrios missed the last game. Hopefully he can get in there. He did practice in the scrimmage versus the Green Bay Packers. My third thing that I'm going to be looking for in the game versus the Green Bay Packers is quarterback Zach Wilson. I think that's pretty obvious. He had a pretty solid game, 6 of 9, 63 yards, looked calm, cool, collected, in control. There were very, very few, if any, pre-snap penalties. I believe there was only one in the game, in the Giants game. So I'm really hoping that, again, that same type of, we don't have to have monstrous production. I mean, of course, we would love to see that. It would be great to see that after the bad news that we got about Carl Lawson. It would kind of pep us up a little bit. But I'll say this, it's more important that he just shows that he can function in the offense, deliver the ball in a timely manner, not taking big hits, holding the football. I just want to see more of that from him. And I had mentioned in our Wednesday podcast that if he threw an interception in this game, I don't think that would be the worst thing in the world for him, because I don't necessarily love the idea of his first interception coming, in week 1 or week 2 or week 3, whenever it happens. I would like him to have that, that feeling, as he goes to the sideline of having thrown a pick and then kind of communicating with the coaching staff. I know he's doing it in practice, but I think it would be good experience for him, to maybe make a mistake in the game as well. The fourth thing I'm going to be keeping my eye on in this game, unfortunately, is the tight ends on the New York Jets. They were poor in the week 1 game versus the Giants, to say the least. I don't think Chris Herndon had a bad game. He only had 1 target. He did make a nice catch and got some yards. I believe he got a first down on the reception as well. I want to see more from Ryan Griffin. I want to see more from Tyler Kroft as well. And Kenny Yeboah. We saw what he did in the week 1 game. He only got 1 opportunity. He caught it, fumbled, and it led to a turnover and points for the New York Giants. These are the types of things that will ultimately lead to players getting cut. So I'm not saying he is on the bubble, but what I am going to say is he's going to need to do something in this game to at least give him a shot to making the roster. I think it's going to be very, very important for him to, not necessarily to score a touchdown, but, make some plays, get involved in the offense and show that you're there. I think it's very, very important for him to do that. And Trayvon Wesco, I know he's not a tight end necessarily in this offense. I think he's going to be used primarily as a fullback, but I think he will end up being the backup tight end in this offense. So it's going to be interesting to see, again, how much do they use him? They use him a lot. They were in the I formation quite a bit in week 1, so I'm looking forward to seeing him in week 2. The last thing I'll be looking for is the young secondary in this week 2 game. I want to see players like Brandon Echols again. I want to see players like Isaiah Dunn, the undrafted free agent. I want to see Michael Carter II out of Duke. I want to see Jason Pinnock. I want to see all of these guys, have opportunities to defend the pass down the field, short, intermediate. I just want to see them play, and I will have my eyes on them to see how they respond, to being targeted from the opposing team. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching NYJ today. Guys, if you could do me a favor and jet up the like button on this video, and if you're new here and you enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you again for watching, guys. I hope to see you tomorrow night for the live stream. Go Jets, and I'll see you guys next time.